My mic was muted. Let me try again. Hi, welcome to Near Mid Condition. And today is the Uncanny Omar's birthday party day. His birthday's Tuesday. Anyway, he asked me to start, and he was like, "It's okay, I'm running late today, so don't go anywhere because he'll be here 5 minutes." And what's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a great start to your Saturday or into your Saturday, depending on where you are in the world. And Kevin, thank you so much for the super sticker that you have already gifted. Oh, I'm gonna give you a Dragon Ball Z punch. Yeah, that was from Amazing Amanda, Uncanny Omar's show the other night. So yeah, that I'm mime-tastic. I wasn't even looking at the chat, right? Because I'm trying to start the thing. I did perform as a mime in the 3rd or 4th grade talent show. That was the talent that I did. So for his birthday, he gets to be 5 minutes late. And just having people over, sing karaoke, because that's how you pronounce it. And I canceled an order for cupcakes that was $90. Oh my gosh. I was like, $90. I get it. Prices are going up and it's a business, but I was like, I'm not willing to pay $90 for cupcakes. That's just me. So where is everybody from? And I will tell him about the birthday wishes. You should live stream the karaoke party. Oh no, I think we're good. $90, they come with an Omni. Ooh, that'd be nice. By the way, that reminds me of the shirt that you can get from Walt's Comic Shop. Omnis are forever. Pretty cool, huh? It's really nice. So Mr. Tex is from Missouri. Oh shoot, wait, I was gonna think of something. Oh, the post was it Wednesday or Thursday that you lots of people responded to. That's great, about what you all are reading lately. That was really cool to scroll through and see. So I set a reminder on my phone for every 15 days, the beginning and middle of the month, to post that so everybody can also keep track of what they're reading, see how much they've read in a couple of weeks. And I apologize. That was a viewer's idea, and I cannot remember who, but it was a terrific idea. So let's see. Elric is from the Netherlands, still hoping Marvel will print DeMatteis' Omnibus of Spider-Man. That would be amazing. I love DeMatteis' Spider-Man. And if you're just joining, Omar will be here. It's his birthday weekend, so he gets to be a few minutes late. So, oh, hush, bar, whatever. You guys tune in for some comic book knowledge goodness. Let's see. From New Zealand. And, oh, Marvel's saying hello to the chat. To everybody. So, thank you. So, let's see. Are y'all doing an Immortal Hulk Omnibus? As in a review? I don't know off the top of my head. Surely, if it's out, right? That he definitely covers like a ton of Omnis, right? Portugal Comic Community represent by CDS in the house. Oh, thanks, Carlos. Let's see. So Indigo, Kyle's saying Indigo is back in Canada. The recovery from the cyber attack is finally underway and items are slowly beginning to ship again. Oh my goodness. I did not know that was a thing. Wow. Well, good. I'm glad. Hickman, Fantastic Four Complete Collection, Book 2. That's what you're wanting, Jaggernaut? Let's see. Okay, Immortal Hulk doesn't come until July. So I wonder if he's, he gets things early. I wonder if if he's gotten that one yet. Has it been 5 minutes? Dude, I don't know. You want me to call and put him on the stream? He's upstairs. He's upstairs. I can't yell and get him. The last I heard, he was blow drying his hair. So y'all compliment his hair. when he comes on the stream. Brendan's bummed that Chip Zdarsky announced the end of his Daredevil run, but at least we're that much closer to the Zdarsky Omnis now. That's true. Hey, and it's a baseball cap. I thought you had like black cloth on and you were like Daredevil. If you all haven't signed up for Zdarsky's like weekly newsletter, it's pretty funny. It is like very hyper, like everything is exclamation marks and him being goofy and stuff. Let's see. Nice has got to get that blow dry poof just right. No. I love my husband. But that's a good idea to bury under a stack of Omnis. Aw, Bar, happy birthday. And she's saying thanks to everybody who said happy birthday on Discord. That is in our $5 Patreon tier that you get access to not only early access videos, but like announcement videos, but also to the Discord, which is a really great community. So Bar, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bar. Happy birthday to you and many more. All right, so has Omar listened to the Rocky musical soundtrack yet? Is that a thing, Chris? I would listen to it, but gosh, even the soundtrack of the movie is amazing. So I don't know. I think I'd be comparing. Yes, this is great for his back, and like it's really supportive. A viewer gifted this to him, and JP, right? And yeah, this one, I like this one too, but this one, like, this is a higher quality. Let's see. Keenan is super excited for Superman Lois season 3. More Dad Superman. Yes, please. Love that series so much. Oh, that's great. And you're welcome, Bar. Geek City, I just got the Weapon X, the Return Omni, but I know nothing about it. Is it any good? So maybe people in the chat, if you could chime in with your opinion. I hear footsteps upstairs, so I believe he is coming down here in a second. Hi, Big Stu in Orlando. What? DeMatteis is writing a new Spidey miniseries? No. Thank you so much for telling me. Oh, man. That is terrific. Hey, sweetie. Okay, as you're coming over, do you have the Immortal Hulk Omni yet?
No, not yet. What's up?
Okay. And do you, what's your opinion on Weapon X, the Return Omni? Geek City knows nothing about it.
I like Frank Terry's writing.
Okay.
And it's not Wolverine-centric until later on.
Okay. So there you go, Geek City. Look at this gentleman.
What's up, everybody?
Flexing today.
It's a little big, but I'll grow into it.
It looks awesome.
What did Mac and Dennis say? So Hawaiian shirts are great. They feel great, and you can hide your fatness. I love that line.
So who gave that to you?
Patrick. Big shout out to Patrick.
And
Brown.
JP gave you the chair. Correct?
Yeah, JP got me that a couple years ago.
It. And Reid says your hair looks great.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even bother with my hair. Thank you so much. I was busy with the shirt. I'm like, oh man, I gotta make sure it fits.
Oh well, yeah, you were blow drying your hair. That's what I said.
Well, okay, blow dry my hair. You gotta tell everybody that now.
The colors.
Dude, but look what it is. The ducks. It's Don Rosa's ducks. It's the family tree. This thing is amazing.
DLC on the hair was worth it.
Right. You gotta take care of yourselves, guys. I'm gonna be 45.
Yeah. Should we message this video to Don Rosa?
Don't do that, because he probably didn't make. He would not. He probably did not make a dime out of this. So he'd take his marker and scratch out.
If you don't know what he's referencing, we've met him at cons a couple of times. Don Rosa, the creator, he didn't create, but the writer artist for years and years on Duck Comics, basing it off of Carl Barks.
Mm-hmm.
He took the copy. What was it? It
was my Kaboom copy of the Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck.
That
beautiful gold hardcover, and he took his Sharpie and went. Well, Disney had nothing to do with that. This is Don Rosa's. And he wrote Don Rosa on top of Walt Disney.
I mean, That's pretty cool.
Now, anybody else
That's
as a
pretty
collector might have been a little upset
No,
about that.
that makes it
Me, this
awesome.
angry old man that created these stories that I love so much, he can do whatever he wants to with my book. So, yes.
Omar is definitely not a 6 out of 10. Feliz
Oh,
cumpleaños. good
muchas
sir.
gracias, hermano. Muchas gracias.
Let's see. So Naruto's asking, does that Spider-Man versus Venom have any issue of lethal protector?
It does not. Strangely enough, it has issue 375 in there. Not in whole, just the Venom parts that leads into Lethal Protector. But
That's
not
what I
Lethal
was gonna
Protector.
say.
So that's why it works as like Venom Omnibus Volume 0. Hey, Bar's here and she's asking if I'm feeling better. Thank you so much. Yes, I was. Whew, I don't know what I had. I was really bad off.
Carlos has a shirt just like that.
You do? It's so awesome, dude. If this is not a chick magnet, I don't know what is. Yeah, I was down for a few. See what I mean? It's already working. It's already working, and I didn't even iron it. All right.
I didn't even iron it. I don't think you need to.
Do you iron Hawaiian
It's
shirts?
like-
I know
it's
nothing
like,
about these things.
It's textured. I don't know how to, like papery?
We'll
I
review
don't know
it.
how to, the thickness.
Yeah, I don't know. I had some kind of funk that
Is it
kept me
weird?
from creating videos, so I had enough videos recorded. I just edit the videos and had them out. So I was still working,
Man,
even going through that. But whew,
He woke me up a couple of nights ago, but I wasn't awake. All I heard was ibuprofen and fever. But apparently he was needing help with blankets because he was shivering uncontrollably.
Not the
But
comic.
I wasn't like, you got to shake me. I was not awake.
it was rough, man. That night was rough.
And then I woke up and I was worried about you because I was like, I think something happened last night. Kenneth was just rereading Superman by Tomasi. And hey, Tomasi is going to be at Lexington Comic Con.
I saw that.
And Patrick Gleason Omni. I love it. And was the basis for Superman and Lois TV series. And so.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah, I can see that. The whole family dynamic. Any birthday announcements? No. Didn't you guys get enough announcements? There's like books coming all the way up until January. Not yet. I got to work on those with David, and they've been busy. So right now what Marvel is doing is they're reshuffling the schedule because they are finally able to catch up with shipping and distribution. And you're going to start noticing no more Omnigeddons. So thank goodness for that, because people were like, I can't afford everything.
Yeah.
Like and Omnigeddon means like they all come out at the same time in the same week. So
cool shirt.
It's like, I think they're going to do like 2 Omnis a week, which some people is like, oh, bummer, but it makes it a lot better for people that can't afford everything or people that have FOMO and have to have everything day one. So never enough announcements. So yeah, taking a little break from announcements until they're ready for me. Then I'll have the suit back up and get going. Of course, that shirt is a chick magnet. Huey. Oh, those kind of chicks. Did you say Webby? I dare you to say Webby in front of Don Rosa. Saying, hey, what's up, Doug? How are you, Doug? I've always mentioned how good of a human being Doug
good
is.
morning. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, my brother.
Which is, happy birthday, Omar. I hope you have a great time with your friends and family today. Thanks for all the hard work. You get a wholesome Pingu reading a comic gift.
That's a very wholesome gift.
Oh, look, he's adorable.
Yeah, that's exactly how I read comics. That was me reading Dark Knight 3.
Yeah, right. And Derek, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Derek. Gonna see Scream 6. Anywho, I'm thinking about trying to sneak in tomorrow to go see Scream 6. Anywho, I believe I'm a couple of days early, but have an excellent birthday. Grab me a beer on me. Thank you.
And when he says sneak in, he doesn't mean not pay. He means like sneak it into the schedule.
No, I ain't snuck into a theater in a long time. Used to be a lot easier.
Don't condone it.
I don't condone it. Don't try it.
I'm going to go grab my list of students of the week. Here you go.
Oh, okay. Hi, Omar. A couple months ago, I asked why Revenge of the Living Monolith hadn't been reprinted anywhere. David was in the chat. He said there were plans for it. Do you know if the book will show up in what the book will show up in? Not yet. But when I do, you will know, Michael. You will know. Yeah, I'm wondering why it was never because I mean it's a big X-Men story. At least to me, it always played like an X-Men story. My birthday is on March 14th, so it's today's like the celebration because it's the weekend. My friends are coming over. Now, with everything that happened here in the last couple of years, we haven't had a get together with people like this in a while. Not for like a birthday celebration. And if you know me, I'm all about parties and stuff. So Good morning, Omar and Melanie. That is an ducktastic shirt. Thank you so much, brother. Happy birthday, Omar. May this year bring many new additions for New Warriors. Dude, we're done with New Warriors. I'm done. Well, I guess if you all want the Civil War New Warriors era. Well, although there was some good stuff after that too. And then volume 2 of New Warriors, that had some moments. Good morning, Omar. Melanie, can't wait to get the DM of Spider-Man versus Venom reprint. Still want my Spider-Man Mark Bagley Omnibus, as do I. By the way, I am going to be working with Tiger Eyes to do the Most Wanted Marvel Omnibus poll that he does every year. I'll be making a separate video of that because I really want everybody to play a big part of that too. And then I can send that list over to Marvel just to see, you know, if there's any kind of ideas that could spark. Did you still want to just... Dude, let me tell you something. Jess would never work. He ain't ever read a Duck comic. I've tried to get him to read Duck comics. By the way, he's talking about Omnidog. This look like a Jess brag.
Sure,
shirt.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, what if my hair starts turning gray all of a sudden and I start complaining about the youth? And I'm almost there. And then I'm reminiscing about the Silver Age. What's the greatest age of Legion of Superheroes?
All right, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an English teacher, and I like to announce students of the week who improve like their work ethic. They're always on point, stuff like that. And I did not announce it last week because so anyway, I just want to say last week that Melanie, Haley, Estella, and Tyler were students of the week. And this week in third period, it's Wyatt H. And fourth period, it's Braden. And for improved work ethic, Wyatt, always being on point. And sixth period is Devin. He doesn't have a single missing assignment. So congratulations, guys.
A roguish type. Yes, that is.
What time is it so I can find
poll,
it? Okay,
yeah, that is the poll for books that have not been made, whether it's a volume 2 or something, volume 3, and you can put in, and I'll explain the rules. I'll be making a separate video, but the most important video I'm making this week to some people is the Marvel Epic reprint poll. That will go up on Wednesday. I'd go over the list of books that are out of print, and you all vote for the ones that you want reprinted with a new printing. And I'll send that list over to Marvel, and Bob's your uncle, because that's the way it worked last year. And I think we had 19 out of the 20 we sent them reprinted. So it's a good thing. Happy birthday, Omar. I saw the TMNT Ultimate Collection Volume 7 sitting at my local. I know. I got it in the other day. It's nothing to write home about because it's the covers. But yeah, you're right. It's finally out after what, 3 years of it being canceled. Dude, did you see that the solicitations for the TMNT Compendium Volume 2? I've already been emailed about it. It's missing a lot of issues. The issue with the missing issues is because back then Eastman and Laird gave copyright to whoever was writing and drawing the issues, the fill-in issues as they call them. Meaning those people would have to work with whomever the publisher is to get some kind of royalties out of reprints. That's why you see who is it? Dave Sim is doing
Hi, Nathan.
A printing of his own, a deluxe printing of issue number 8 that's missing from the first compendium. So I don't know if we're going to be to see more and more stuff like that or not. Lionheart was a student of the week as well. He has perfect attendance. Where do you go to school?
Nathan would call you out. I had to take Nathan's cell phone this week because he was just texting while I was teaching.
I'm glad you gave it back because he's probably on his cell phone.
But now he's on the
it.
chat, so thank you. Of course, get back. Thank you, Nathan. Just giving you a hard time. This guy, he's a good kid. And you are a creative, funny writer.
Me? Yeah, my bad.
Oh, you are too, but Nathan is.
Oh, okay.
So, Bert, thank you so much for the super chat. Can I read the super chat as you spelled it? My nibbling is a My Hero Academia fan.
Oh yeah.
Your box set review with Lydia was very helpful with quickly identifying how to gift nibbling collected set. Oh wait, what?
She did such a good job with that because she's read a lot more than I did. I think I had only read
I've read up to volume 19.
Yeah, you're a bigger fan of MHA than we are. So she was like, "Oh, this is so and so. This is so and so. People really like this character."
Oh, I can't remember names.
No,
that would have been helpful.
She was like,
I was like, I'm like, oh, I can't.
Which one's All Might? Which one's Deku?
Okay, I know that. I know those two.
I got those. Yes.
Bert, thank you very much.
Would you like to read this?
Sure.
Rick? And then I needed another one up at the top.
Okay. Those Rick Vetch issues are owned by
Yes.
Vetch.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, we'll probably never see them collected. His Casey Jones miniseries is some of the greatest of the TMNT comics, in my opinion.
So did you hear what I was saying? So the compendium, the big omnibus editions that IDW is putting out are going to be incomplete, which is it's not a fair statement to make as incomplete, because to Eastman and Laird, continuity that mattered was only issues written by Eastman and Laird. So, I mean, if you had the Ultimate Collection, I wanted these sets because I'm like, oh my gosh, we're finally going to get the non-Eastman and Laird issues in there. And some of them are in there, especially in that first one. But then with this volume 2, it's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a licensing nightmare again.
So Bar sent a super sticker, but you said there was one up
this
here,
right
so
here
we don't lose it.
Yeah,
okay.
I just want to. What are my thoughts on Puss in Boots Last Wish? I loved it. I went into it. Amanda was telling. We took our kids to go see it, and Amanda told me that apparently people really liked it, and I'm like, okay, I saw the first one, and I've seen all the Shrek, and Shrek had at least 1 and 2 had some heart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Puss in Boots was on another level. Like, it was for real a good movie. You don't need to watch any Shrek. You don't need to watch the first Puss in Boots because it's like 11 years. I mean, if you think about it, this is such a weird movie.
You don't need to know Shrek and Sonic memes. You can just.
Why would you even say that? Why would you even say that? This is the AM show, the AM Saturday morning show,
not the AMA.
And it's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, I said so. How could I mess that
You're
up?
such a fake fan.
Oh, no, I'm not.
What the heck was I saying?
It's just I love the Sonic OVAs. Come on now.
It's a weird thing. It's like a sequel to a movie that came out 11 years ago. That was a spin-off of this franchise that they really haven't done anything with. So why should it work? And
but
it was really, really good. I really like animation was awesome too.
So,
I really
Bar,
appreciate that.
thank you for your super sticker.
And happy belated birthday to Bar, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard the Wonder Woman series? Yes, getting relaunched at #1, written by Tom King. Boys, he's knocked out the Trinity, huh? Batman, Superman, and now Wonder Woman. And Hawk Girl is getting her first ongoing. Hawk Girl's had an ongoing before, written by the legendary Walter Simonson. Howard Chaykin did the artwork for it.
Oh, face.
No, I'm not saying face. I'm just saying you need
to take your money back.
They're not the greatest stories, but you go find the trades. There's, I think, a total of 2 or 3 trades out there. But yeah, I'm excited for the New Dawn, right? Anytime there's a new thing, I don't care how old I get, I still get a little, I can't help but get a little excited. Like, come on, DC, bring it back. Bring back that magic that I love so much. I mean, it worked with Rebirth. I was in. I'm like, oh my gosh, DC is back. This is amazing. This is the story. I couldn't even talk, man. These are the stories I loved so much as a kid, mixed with some new characters. And they brought one of my, to me, the personification of like the heart of DC. They brought that character back, and I was so happy. That lasted for about 4 years, and here we are. But New Dawn still gives me some hope. Happy birthday, Omar. I finished reading my 14th omnibus. Oh, wow. Ciesa Liefeld X-Force, completed week 9 of working out and healthy eating for my trip
to Japan. Oh, hold up. Hold your horses. Where is it?
Here we go.
Japan.
There you go, man. Happy.
Well, thank you for the super chat.
And congratulations on that working out, brother.
We definitely celebrate with you.
It's the Logan of the Shrek franchise. Who was that? Cody? Cody Owens. Cody. Thoughts on Aliens?
For Omni.
I'm almost done reading it. I wrapped up Rebellion Volume 1 yesterday. I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought because I had read Empire and I thought, I like the dark side of things. I don't want to read about the heroes. I get enough of that in the movies, but there are some moments in this omnibus that are solid. Aliens 4 had also some moments. Like the James Stokoe story is phenomenal in there.
A Roguish Type has a good question. Is Hawkgirl's history as convoluted as Hawkman's?
Yes, but if you're new to reading comics, all you need to read is what the kind of soft. Well, no, it was kind of a hard reboot in the DC Metals. So
is she a barista? Is this real New Spooky Channel? I don't know.
Oh wait, they did change her to Latina.
That's not a barista.
No. I'm remembering what they've done recently.
Okay.
They did change her to
right, because it said
Latina.
at the end.
Oh no. I didn't mean that.
Oh, okay. I was giggling with the Japan SF thing, Street Fighter thing. Can I give a story on that? When Near Me Condition first started, and you had Rob 64
Yeah, me and
and
my buddy.
TikTok Tina and oh shoot, what was Dan's name?
Lawyer Dan.
Lawyer Dan. He's a great guy. And Andrew, what's Andrew's name? Oh goodness. Well, they're both love video games, right? Him and Rob. And so that was just a quote they'd always say. If you said the word Japan, you had to say it like in Street Fighter. Japan! Wait, never mind. Hi, everyone, and the happiest of birthdays, Omar. Oh, dude. Project Viking. If you're on here, you need to give that poetic happy birthday declaration that he always is fond of doing. About to leave the post office with Scalp Deluxe set. Congratulations.
Did you steal that from somebody, Doug? What are you doing at the post office? Oh, read this, baby.
Okay. Felicidades, hermano, y deseadonte. I gotta emphasize the A. Mucha salud, much health. Felicidades, adelantadas. I don't know what that last word is. Oh, onward.
Okay, so felicidades, hermano. Y...
How do you say that word?
Oh, deseándote.
Andote. Okay, deseándote.
So wishing you much health. Yeah.
Much health. So
you almost had it. Yeah, that's good. Where's David Gabriel to tell him we need a decimation omnibus? Big Johnny. Let me text him. I'll see where he is.
Andrew the cameraman, trademark. And Hunter Dance is saying hello from Sentinel Comics. Thank you. Nerd Savvy is asking, any shot at Guardians by Bendis Volume 2? Which one do you have?
Volume 1. So maybe. I don't know. It depends on the sales of Volume 1 again. And I don't know if there was enough. So.
Oh, nice.
Wonder how the mail person feels when they drop something off and Omar yelling to me,
my ex-mail. I still love when Professor X is mind messaging Colossus, and he's like, "Not now." Oh man,
Secret
that's
Wars.
So good. Yes, I love.
He was busy daydreaming about that girl. Professor X, you're in.
I thought he was with her, like under a tree.
No, he was fantasizing about her, so that makes it even funnier. Professor X, like, Colossus, what?
I wonder how many jokes there
Put your pants back on.
Definitely take advantage of that.
It's a great scene.
So Omnidog's birthday is on March 28th. That's our dating anniversary.
Why are you trying to ruin my stream by telling me useless information like that? I know what Jess's birthday is. I'll surprise him by just showing up at his house.
Hey, Super Laugh Hard. Your Levin Silver Surfer by Slot and all red is so good. Yes. Oh man, that is so good. Like you will just keep reading it. We did a overview of it, and left out a lot of spoilers, which usually is spoil for you, but like we really didn't talk a lot about the story.
David said he's going to join and say hello.
Aww.
So now is your chance. Everybody's get the keyboards ready. Where's this?
And just to flex, if you don't know, David Gabriel is the vice president of Marvel Comics.
He's going to slap you across the face. Senior vice president.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that seems high up to me. Vice president to me means nobody else is higher except the president. I don't think about there being multiple because I don't know. So.
True. Still waiting for trades of the classic Patsy Walker Comics, Marvel. It is one of your longest running female heroes series. But what are you going to do with the cutout parts, right? Remember, because at the end they gave you little clothes that you can cut out and you can put on your paper doll. I thought that was cool. You know what was really cool about those comics is it's in the, I really appreciated this, but people would send in their designs. So whenever they were wearing, like Millie the model, whenever they were walking out and walking in the streets, like wearing like a clothes that was designed by a reader, they would give them credit. This shirt or this outfit was designed by, and I thought that was so cool that they did that. Like they were interacting with the fan base so much. So yes, this right Slot
here.
Silver
You like Doctor
Surfer.
Who?
We can't recommend that book enough. I gave away the extra copy we had to a random viewer, so I got to send that out.
I want to read it.
Justin ended up getting that.
So on the Legends of Tomorrow TV show, Hawkgirl had a tendency of telling characters she worked as a barista in every episode before they wrote her off.
It became somewhat of an
so
unlike joke.
Oh,
see, that's why
gotcha. Okay,
I
okay.
didn't really watch it.
Dude, Comics birthday's Monday. I hope
Hope
your
your party's
party's
uncanny.
uncanny.
Thank you. Speaking of Patsy Walker, don't do the Iron Man Cantwell Omni until the Hellcat series is finished. I am so looking forward to that. If you've not read Cantwell's run, and while I'm excited for Duggan to take over Iron Man, I really liked Cantwell's run on Iron Man. I wish that he had stayed on longer.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you're singing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Comic Nut. Happy birthday to you and many more. And David, thank you so much for the super sticker. Let's see. You get Bart.
There you go.
You can read comics with us.
No,
what was the Radioactive Man?
This is the episode with the girl that's in the here. We've got one for you, and it's like a Millie the model.
Which there's nothing wrong with liking Millie the model. Just so to sue right off the bat.
look, Matt's. Thank you for the super chat. If David Gabriel's joining the stream, no one ask him any tough questions about upcoming collected edition, whatever. He'll be scared to come back.
Oh, thanks, Matt. Thank you for the public announcement.
You're such a kind guy. You know, people are ready at their keyboards. David, what is this coming out? Please. And then somebody's going to mistype something. David's going to misread it. I guess we could put together a Nth Man Omnibus.
I guess we can.
How's it going, David? He just showed up.
Wait, oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Good
morning.
Thanks for joining us, sir.
Dude,
I still call him sir
David,
after all these
David's
years.
Going to get a free...
David didn't even super chat us. Give him a sticker. You can't just
I'm giving him off.
Okay, if anything's going to scare him out of the chat, it's that.
Oh, man. Eric's asking about no Spider-Man 2099 yet?
No, not yet. You mean like an advanced copy? Not yet. But I think that one is due out in May. So sometime maybe here in the next week or so, I hope to get. I usually get them a couple of months ahead of time. David gets his way early. So he knows when books are getting made. I remember him when there was that little bit of a break of no Omnis. Like he took a picture and he's like, "Oh, they're coming," and it was like a stack of books. Thank you for the super chat.
Any chance of an Exiles Omni in the foreseeable future?
You asking me, or is that for David? Is that for David?
How about both? Or,
I mean, I don't see why not. The Ultimate Collections are out of print. It was a great series that was started off by Judd Winnick, and eventually Chris Claremont and Sean McKeever took over the book. It was just fun. It was Quantum Leap with X-Men, right? They're going through different timelines and trying to correct what's wrong. And then there was the Evil Leapers with Sabretooth, so that was fun. I love that series, man.
Cody's saying May 23rd for Spider.
David said no Exiles. I just gave them a pitch, David. I said it was good. I'll talk to him later.
Super Laugh Heart is saying thank you, and
for all your marvelous
people
work.
are requesting different Omnis, such as Mutant X.
Dude, Chris, if they make a Mutant X Omnibus before they give us an Exiles Omnibus, I'm gonna be confused. David Gabriel, we need a Decimation Omnibus, please and thank you. Decimation. That would be the follow-up to House of M.
Thank you for the super chat.
And I've already announced the companion, so Decimation is the aftermath. So that would make a good omnibus. There's enough stories and miniseries in there.
I'm running out of Marvel gifts. I loved the Mutant X show.
It had nothing to do with that, David.
Did you just say that he loves it?
Okay, there you go. Now somebody's going to be like, he just hinted that a Mutant X Omnibus is coming. He's talking about the TV show.
Ryan's asking, have you gotten your advanced copy of War of the Kings? Curious what the DM spine looks like.
No, I don't. And I think I did ask for the DM of that one. I don't have it. I usually try to get the Dust Jacket files from Marvel. So when you see my overview, I compare it to the direct market and the standard edition just to get the bases covered. Ducking awesome. Thank you so much. This shirt is awesome. This is the first Hawaiian shirt I've ever worn.
Let's see. Super sticker from Bar. So let me get the other Harley.
Please tell David Gabriel I just had my birthday and I need a Black Widow omnibus. You mean a modern omnibus? Because we've had a classic omnibus.
Kisses.
Thank you, Bart. But you know he's in the chat. You could probably tell him. He can read. But I will tell him too.
Mm-hmm. What's on Omar's shirt?
It's the Ducks.
The Ducks.
Don Rosa's Ducks. He knows how much I love these characters.
Maybe he's trolling you.
Matt,
thank you.
Wow, look at
again.
this. Hi, Mr. Gabriel. What brought you into comics? What Marvel character is your favorite? And what's something you're most looking forward to?
Nice. These are good questions.
I never did. I don't know the answer to the first question. What brought him into comics? I know the second one. Cody Summers, how dare you?
So while we're waiting for that, David, thank you for the super chat. Let's see. What are the chances we get Wade and Chris Samney cap issues at the end of Spencer's Omni Volume 2? Oh, so I should have waited to click on that.
What that means is we're getting a Nick Spencer Captain America Omnibus, and the next omnibus after that is the Ta-Nehisi Coates. There are about, oh my goodness, I think 14 issues in between, maybe not even that many, that Mark Waid and Chris Samney worked on. And that's what they're saying. They don't want to be orphaned, as we call them, orphaned issues. Fantastic Four 151 brought me into comics.
Ooh.
And that's your answer as his favorite comic characters. It's the Fantastic Four.
Gotcha.
I knew that one. Okay, I don't know what he's looking forward to the most. Maybe he can't answer.
Yeah, sorry. I got
speedy questions. Too many speedy comics.
Sorry. I was like, oh.
I don't know how she does it. I have to have Melanie here to help me. I tried to do it one day by myself, and I was like 10 minutes behind in the chat.
Yeah, I tried to share the love, but also to keep up with the chat. Just trying to.
Puss in Boots: Last Wish versus Avatar 2. As to what the better movie was, Puss in Boots. I thought it was a better movie than Avatar 2. David, we need more Fantastic Four Omnis. Those are his favorite characters.
See, that was on. That was on topic. Why'd you bully Zdarsky into ending his DD run just so you could get your Omni an interview?
No. I had no idea he was gonna end his run. I like his run. I was hoping he'd stay on longer, but yeah, I guess that's already been mapped out, huh? What is that? 2 Omnis for Zdarsky's Daredevil? It's a great run if you've not read it.
Here, Bert does not have a question.
Okay.
So I can click on this or a question for David. Just because the questions are speedy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna quit talking except reading. Question for YouTube's number 1. Omni Dad and Omni Mom. Not sure.
Dad.
Is the Death Note manga an appropriate read for high school freshman or sophomore?
Yeah. Yeah,
I've never read it.
I would say it's a teen book. I don't think I would. Let me see. I'm trying to think when Lydia read it. There are some. I think teen. Yeah, it's not. It's 13 or older. That's what I think.
We need more
Fantastic Four everything. We do.
Fantastic Four socks and Fantastic Four.
Coloring books,
soap bars,
merchandising. Fantastic Four toilet paper.
Omar always interviews me.
I do. I ask him. I'm trying to get him on the show, not even for my birthday, but I'm not going to pressure him. One day.
Okay. Please, David Gabriel, please vote Captain America Epic 1617, the Epic poll. I need.
No, the Epic poll is what you guys vote on, so they know what to reprint, not the other way around.
Will Marvel make a Star Wars Omni that picks up after Aaron?
That's been the big question for so long. But he doesn't like to spoil things. Big question for me, David, is when am I going to wear the suit again? People were asking when announcements are coming. And I said, I don't know. It's put up right now, and I have to work with David on that sometime. So sometimes I wonder, has David Gabriel ever consider doing an interview for Near Mint Condition? This is usually when I'm in the shower trying to sleep between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. on weekdays.
Trying to fall asleep. Or between. I was like, are you trying to sleep between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m.? Thank you so much for the super chat, Neil. Sorry, not you. I'm just messing up with the clickies. There we go. With that shirt, I hope you're going to be singing the DuckTales theme. No, because it's Disney, dude. It's Disney. Don Rose is going to cancel us. Hope you have a fantastic day with friends and family. Aw. And look, and Wonder Woman's looking at you lovingly. I love
it's
that.
It's my
gift.
birthday. I hope she's looking at me.
Today's
the Masterworks announcements are coming first. That's right.
Oh, okay. There we go.
He's got a. I forgot he was working on that list.
Rick, just talk about DC. We're sharing the love. Let's see. So that's a great gift of Bar. Aw. Can we get epic collections of the Marvel handbooks? Oh. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's a good question. Would it be? Yeah. I mean, that would be a complete different line, though. Omar or David, we need Omar cameo in an upcoming MCU film. How much pull does David have?
Let's see. Full covers for the 2099 Omnibus.
Oh my gosh, we talked about that. I
Omnibus.
remember David said maybe one day. I don't know about now. Like having I wanted the die cut cover for Wolverine, Volume 3.
FF is pretty comprehensive in collected editions. Omar, I believe you mentioned a few months ago you saw a slot FF OHC Volume 4 to finish his run for December. Is that still on?
I think so. I haven't. I don't think I got a cover for that one, but I will ask. More 2099 coming. Oh, that's a big hint. There you go. That's a good hint.
There. And Matt is saying, of course, it's out of print. I'll look forward to the next announcement for it.
Me too, man. Me too.
And
buy the rights to ROM. You talking to me? I can't afford ROM. Throw in the Micronauts. You got yourself a stew.
Baby, you got yourself a stew.
Omar Bust, The Lost Years. I already got the New Warriors, so I'm good with that.
Why did the gargoyles clothes turn to stone in the day as well? This question bothers me since 1997.
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe because it's got DNA particles of the gargoyles. I thought we announced the 2099. We did. We announced Spider-Man 2099 Volume 1, Volume 2, and X-Men 2099. But there's still Doom 2099 and Ghost Rider 2099, which didn't last that long. Ravage 2099, Punisher 2099. There's still a lot of 2099.
Any chance more Ultimate Universe coming?
I would think so. Well, this is me answering. I would think so with Jonathan Hickman going back to Ultimates. I'm so excited about that. Because his, everybody talks about his Avengers run, his Fantastic Four run, and of course House and Powers of X. But I hardly hear anybody talk about his Ultimates. And he did that run, and he did a Ultimate Thor miniseries that was really good. Like, it kind of led a little bit into the the Secret Wars.
Edwin said, saw your second year video. Wanted to say, from a Latino to another, proud of you, brother. Thank you for what you do for the community and the hobby.
Oh, thank you, man. It's my pleasure. It's seriously my pleasure. Thank you for watching that. I like putting those videos together to kind of show people a little bit of behind the scenes. Why did he just say Black Widow?
Because Bar is bugging him.
Oh my gosh, Bar.
He's like, Black Widow there. It's a good thing Bar's cute. You get away with a lot of stuff if you're cute, right?
Is that how it works?
Like me.
Oh my gosh. What's the chance of Omnis of the Valentino Guardians of the Galaxy?
Thank you for the super chat.
That's already come out, brother. It's just called Guardians of the Galaxy by Jim Valentino. Are you talking about the follow-up series to that? What would be considered a volume 2, like Guardians 3000? Those are being collected in trade paperback.
I like your name. Stop. Let's team up.
Look at he's got New Warriors on there. That's a man after my own heart there.
It reminds me of how of course, if you have superheroes running across each other, you have to have the obligatory misunderstanding. They fight and then they team up, which is still fun.
It still happens in comics, and I still get excited about it.
So Matt, thank you for the super chat. Oh, wait, how did you start in the comic industry?
Oh, he's asking David.
I gotta find. Not DC. There we go.
It's a good X-Men.
Coming at you.
David said, I can tell his story one day. It would sound better coming from you if you just joined me on a stream one day. Just saying.
Oh, that's what you were reading.
Maybe he was reading that. Of course, he's trying to catch up. David, thank you for all the omnis of licensed materials. I'm hoping for Indiana Jones Omnibus next.
Hey, Josh.
What's up, Josh?
No one mentions Ultimate Hawkeye.
Right, which is also part of that series, too. put that in there with his new series, you got yourself
a stew. I can tell when you're gonna say that.
I love that show.
Big Johnny 4488. You should do a most wanted HC reprint, Paul. Plenty out there we need reprinted.
I don't think they really focus, and I know David's here right now, so he can prove me wrong, but I don't think they really reprint OHC. You're talking about oversized hardcovers, right? I don't think they've done that. I think Immortal Hulk and Civil War were the two exceptions, but I don't think they go back and reprint hardly any of the oversized hardcovers they've done, because eventually whatever they've worked on gets an omnibus treatment. But I could be wrong. I don't know. They might start that again. Yeah, the year 3000 only got the trades. The rest of the classic lineup got trades and omnis. Tomorrow's Avengers, Heroes for the 70s by Valentino for the early 90s. Okay.
Is there enough material for a Sentinel Nimrod omni?
Yes, absolutely.
There
Yes.
OHCs generally get one printing.
So whoever was asking about the OHCs, that's why, like doing a reprint poll for OHCs, I don't really do, because they don't reprint them. Marvel, now here, that's a good point, but the way they do it, Marvel's OHC is an evergreen, but the way they do it is, I think every few years, it's the 25th anniversary edition. It's the 20th anniversary edition. It's the 10th. I don't know why I'm going backwards. That's just the way math works in my head. But that's the way they do that. So in a way, I guess it's not really an evergreen, but it gets a new printing every so often.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Deseo
que tengas un día lleno de
alegría. It's okay.
It's not a just sound. Y felicidad rodeado de tu familia y amistades. That's moving forward, right?
No.
Dang it.
I'm surrounded by friends and family. Muchas gracias, hermano.
So what are your top 5 comic series other than the X-Men in the 80s when you started reading comics?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so hard to nail down just a 5. Well, I was a kid, so probably G.I. Joe was up there. Larry Hama's G.I. Joe. X-Men. Do I have to say the non-X-Men related?
Yeah, other than
X-Men. Okay. So, I mean, like every other kid, probably reading Batman.
I'm jealous.
I'm going to London.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh.
It's going to London in April for theater. Oh,
something coming that Omar does not know.
Yeah. That he's going to London in April for theater.
Is that what I don't know? I knew about that. He told me about that. He's talking about a book. Batman, Spider-Man. I was big into Spider-Man. Superman. I was big into collecting Superman. Because I wasn't really getting into indie books, so I couldn't answer like, Duck Comics or anything like that. And
Duck Comics, woo!
That was probably right around the time when I got into Uncle Roger's Avengers too. So Avengers.
Was that 5?
Oh, someone asked me to say something you did not know. I'm too slow here.
I couldn't explain it because you were in the middle of your list. Did you give 5?
Mm-hmm.
Chris, thank you for the super chat. And
I have it. So Chris is saying, Omar, happy birthday. I have to go. Thank you for being here, man. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out.
Have you listened to the Rocky musical yet? Oh, yeah. He asked that when you weren't here.
So I have it on my playwist. When I listen to it, Amanda and I were freaking out that they made a Rocky musical.
Yeah. That's
and there's original songs.
How do you... I would compare it to the soundtrack the whole time.
Yeah, it would be hard not to. But, I mean, it's a musical, so it's okay.
What's your top comic or manga you bought in a whim and didn't regret? Mine was seeing your video on Magic Knight and Arya, the masterpiece.
Oh, you got those?
And never regretted. Oh,
just on a whim to try it out. Oh, I just what is it? Yoko. So several comics and manga, but okay. Yokohama, I think was the latest one that I was like seriously surprised how good it was. Bird King from Dark Horse Comics was excellent. Captain America's been really good. I really like it. Sentinel of Liberty, surprisingly, because I'm not the biggest Captain America fan. I have no. now David's learning how to troll people.
He's just kidding.
I remember when Omega Man came out. And I've always been a Kyle Rayner fan. While it didn't really fit into continuity of DC, I thought it was a really good book, and that was my first exposure to Tom King.
I still need to read that.
It's not as good as like his other stuff, right? It's not like Mr. Miracle or Vision, but it's good. It's still solid. Omar, thank you so much, Louise, for the super chat, my brother. Did you tell David that along with the New Warriors, Darkhawk, who was a New Warrior, would be great and collected in an omnibus? I think he knows that. He knows about my love of that era. And what was it? The Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch. So we got to beat out the Epic people, man. The Epic people ended up getting Ghost Rider Epics before we got a Ghost Rider Omnibus. We got to get back. I got to be on. I almost said on top of Curtis, but that doesn't sound right.
Hi, Omar, Mel, and David. I'm still hoping for Mark Waid, Jesus
Saiz,
Doctor Strange Omni, and thanks for the Guinness Vale Omni.
Genis Vale.
Genis Vale.
That's the Captain Marvel by Peter David omnibus. The Doctor Strange Jesus Saiz series is coming back in a thick trade paperback, though.
David's saying gallery editions right now get one printing. Get them fast.
Oh, man. Yeah, people keep asking me about the Weapon X that they missed out on.
GE just got here. Any chance of a reprint of War King's Prelude, Road to War King's Omnibus?
Well, I mean, there's always a chance, right? You all voted for the top 20. I send that top 20 list to David and the team, and they choose. But at the end of the day, they choose whatever they need reprinted too. Like Avengers did not make the top list last year, but because of an Avengers celebration in 2023, they were reprinting volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the same thing with Iron Man. Iron Man didn't make the list last year, but they reprinted it. So there's always a chance that Marvel reprints things outside of that list, if that makes sense. While I'm jokingly begging for new books, just wanted to thank David Gabriel for making so many books available to newbies. I just started buying Omnis last year and already have so many of my favorite runs. And to me, that's always been the point of these books. I love having these big oversized books and having the stories I grew up with as a kid, or stories that remind me of where I was at a certain point in my life. I could just look at my shelf and be like, oh yeah. I mean, that's the way I look at Avengers, man. Avengers by Busiek and Perez always reminds me of sitting next to my dad at the hospital reading that story. So it's nice.
There's lots of thanks going around. And a super chat
Reid?
from Little Time Man 22.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Are you going to do another read order, and when will it be Teen Titans?
I usually let our patrons vote for that. I got to finish out Transformers first, or I'm going to get called out. So
thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, I think next up, I want to do a updated Spider-Man reading order. People want me to do a Wonder Woman reading order, so I usually let our patrons vote for the next reading order.
Hey, Matthew, any chance we'll see a Weapon X oversized hardcover?
It's about the only format it's not been released in, right? It's been in omnibus, trades, gallery edition. It's a great story.
You're the Reid Super Pink.
Reid's here from Reid's Comic Shop. They're out of the UK.
Yeah, and Reid was saying to Hulk smash the like button.
Oh, thank you, Reid.
And Carlos is, have you told Walt about the missing eye in your eye?
No, but I was going to email him.
Or a typo?
There is, but it was because he rushed it out, and I don't mind doing that video. Thank you. And no, I haven't, but I'm going to email him. And David's saying probably not a Weapon X oversized hardcover. They just put out a new trade paperback this year. So who was that? Was that my buddy Matthew Mangy that was asking? He's a great artist.
I was reading. I wasn't listening to what you said.
Oh.
Omar, as a Knights of Pendragon fan, thank you for giving us omnis of obscure stuff.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
That was David. So if you're saying, yeah.
So thank you to David.
Did I ever? I know I've shared that story before, right? Like Knights of Pendragon was one of those announcements that in America, the people were like, what is this stuff? Sometimes you get that because everybody likes different things. Like different people like different characters, and they're all waiting for their favorite character to be collected. So there were like so many people that were like, oh, I can't believe they're doing this before. Ghost Rider, I can't believe they're doing this before. New Warrior, no, nobody said that except me. New Mutants or finishing out X-Men. But let me tell you, on Twitter, people were blowing up across the pond. They were like, I can't believe, because in the UK,
across the pond.
That's what they're called, right? And so they were like, I can't believe we're getting a Knights of Pendragon omnibus. This is my childhood. Like, I can't believe Marvel's giving us this. So I thought that was wonderful. Different strokes for different folks. Is that the saying?
Yeah. Little Jimmy Fireball, thank you so much for the super chat. That's fun to say. You get the obscure whirl
from Transformers.
Because whirl is my daughter's favorite
Transformer.
And Golden Dogs, Greenwald, Captain America Omni. When will it happen?
Thanks, that's a good question,
Thank
David.
You.
So, Greenwald, Captain America Omnibus.
Oh, wait.
Will it happen?
Captain America.
Thanks, love the show. Now, a couple of years ago, David was on the stream. I think it was a couple of years ago. And my buddy News Pooey Channel asked about Captain America by Mark Greenwald Omnibus. But David, again, it's a hard thing to just keep up with the chat. And David at that time said, that's a good idea. Now, a good idea, of course, sometimes takes a long time to make. It doesn't mean that you can snap your fingers and he's like, Captain America, Mark Greenwald Omnibus, bang. But I agree. Captain America by Mark Greenwald is... We already got the Ed Brubaker reprints, right? We're doing the modern stuff. Go back and do some classic stuff. That would be great. I like to also see some of that Englehart stuff, Mike Zeck stuff collected. DeMatteis stuff.
DeMatteis is doing Spider-Man?
He's doing a new miniseries.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. But he did that Ben Reilly miniseries before too.
I just found out today.
Mr. Omar,
I want to read it.
David, with the news of Daredevil by Zdarsky ending in August, do you think we might hear of a Daredevil Zdarsky omnibus announcement before year's end? That would be a question
before
for
the year's end. Okay.
Before this year? In 2023? I would think so.
Here. AJ's question, then I'll click on David's. Would you have any info on Power Rangers 1 and 2 Boom Studios reprints?
No. And the sad thing about that is that I know I was told by retailers that were upset that their orders got canceled. They didn't print enough of the box sets. I don't know why. That's a really good thing to say, because then the epic people will be happy. But I don't know any I hear zero from Boom. Honestly, what I hear is the actual retail contact. That's it, and they did not print enough of the box sets for retailers, because retailers could order at a discounted price. But yeah, I hope they come out, because they know that people want those missing books.
It's bothering me that it's not even. Well, okay, no, baby. Now it's too far. I don't want you.
Okay, why don't you read the important thing that David just wrote there?
Eventually there will be spectacular Spidey epics.
So people have been asking me
about
Spider-Man epic collections, and I always said that we have a spectacular Spider-Man omnibus. It would be really cool to start spectacular Spider-Man epic collections with the J.M. DeMatteis era of Spider-Man. That way you got almost like the beginning and then the tail end of Spider-Man, spectacular Spider-Man.
So people are saying thank you to David, because I think for a couple of years people have been asking about
he knows
Zdarsky's Daredevil run in Omni. So David said we might hear about my friend Chip's Daredevil run in an Omni.
You're going to use that cover he sent you for a third?
No, that's for Spider-Man.
Oh, for Spider-Man. Yeah.
Do I still have that? I think I do. Aaron, thank you for the super
thanks,
chat.
Brother. Hi, Omar. Happy birthday, dude. And Melanie, I'm exploring the Krakoa era of X-Men, trying to understand which book runs to get the major story beats going from Hoxpox to X of Swords. To get really the main, just what the important things, all you need is X-Men and Excalibur. But if you're a nut like me, you're going to need Marauders, you're going to need X-Force, you're going to need it all. But the two that I recommend the most to people are the X-Men by Jonathan Hickman omnibus and the Excalibur oversized hardcover by Teenie Howard and Marcos Toe.
All right, David's saying friends don't let friends do their own designs. Oh, did you delete it?
Oh, I think I did.
Oh,
because I had to make room for
I know.
Friends don't let friends do their own designs.
That's going to show that really sad
Chip Zdarsky.
Just a picture of him being sad and a little.
Hold on. Can you go to Dana's?
Yeah. Dana.
Go ahead.
Did something similar happen with the Miller Daredevil Omni Volume 2 with the direct market cover? I ordered it in the UK, but I never got it.
The reprint of or you mean the companion, the Miller Daredevil Omnibus Volume 2? Because Miller only had one volume and then the companion. Or did you mean somebody else's Daredevil run? I'm sorry. I noticed I'd left out Fallen Angels from that list. Although, in oversized format, sure, I'd take Chuck Austin's Omnibus.
I missed a super chat, but let's get Dwayne's. With regards to Power Rangers Year 1 and 2 and Shattered Dimension, they reprinted some copies of it because I got it restocked in my country. So I think it was done for certain markets.
That's really weird because retailers have been trying for a long time to get those books. And the contact at Boom was always saying, yeah, they're coming because we're doing a box set. It just made sense. If they're doing a box set, why not reprint extra copies? But I don't run Boom, and I don't know what they're doing. So good morning, everybody. In honor of America, get a Marvel the name Omnibus. Also, happy birthday, Omar. Please send this birthday money over to Jess from Omni. Are you serious, Renee? I can't have one Saturday to celebrate my birthday without people mentioning that guy.
Yeah.
No, Jess is good. I actually texted him earlier today. Hope he's a little bit better.
Do you have a recommendation for collecting memories for a good Western cowboy comic?
I like Son of the Gun, but what I really wish was somebody would get the rights to Blueberry and print it over here.
Oh, wait. But how about a recommendation that this person could get?
Son of the Gun. Son of the Gun is good. But these are out of print, though. The trade paperbacks of the Palmiotti run on All-Star Western and Jonah Hex, those are out of print. The Jonah Hex Bronze Age hardcovers out of print. So Son of the Gun from Humanoids.
Can't pick it. Oh, wait. No, you can. You're recommending it. Never mind. That was a silly joke.
If you live in Europe.
Thank you, Rose.
And you're trying to get big books.
And you'd like to get this t-shirt. Check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping rate of just 12 euros for all EU countries and bulletproof packaging. And am I saying... I think somebody made fun of me for saying euros, so I was trying to say it correctly. Euros? Emails answered within 24 hours. And if you use the code near mint condition, all one word at checkout, you get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over 40 euros. So that is
Walt's Comic Shop.
Ready, baby? Ready?
I'm not the one that's singing.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting. And I'm going to choose I'm going to pare it down to just the team. I put too much. It's too much in it. Just the team. I made an executive decision.
Are people asking what David's been reading? He's been reading the most current DC All-Star Squadron. That's my most recent.
Good question.
The JSA book with Jeff Johns on it.
And Rick Ray is agreeing.
Everyone, including me, asking David Gabriel for Omnis now. I'm going to ask for OHC Maximum Carnage, which is only found in oversized format in the Spider-Man versus Venom omnibus, but people really miss those oversized hardcovers.
I don't have a Spidey
Would you call them?
Yeah.
She needs to know where Lydia is.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take over the chat, so please excuse me if I'm delayed because my wonderful, wonderful wife's the one that usually does this. So I'm going to try and catch up. She's got our kiddo's at a birthday party, and my mom needs to know where to pick her up. Jazz hands are required. David Gabriel, thank you for all these new and reprints that have been coming out in the last few years. So Maximum Carnage Epic Collection is coming out. DV is asking, please consider bumping New Mutants Annual 5 into Omnibus Volume 3 before New Mutants 77. Thank you. That's the reading order, isn't it? Because it's not solicited in there. It would be, I guess it would be in a Volume 4. If House of X, X-Men, X of Swords, Hellfire Gala, Inferno, X Lives of Wolverine, good if you only care about X-Men Krakoa wise. You got Inferno, you got Hellfire Gala, X Lives of Wolverine. You would need the what Judgment Day, that event. But yeah, you're good so far if all you care about is just the X-Men titles. I think, right? Hellfire Gala. Although Hellions is a lot of fun. I recommend reading that. Are the Excalibur's Omnis worth it? I've read the first two epics and love the first, but don't really like the second one. The second one was different because at that point, Chris Claremont had left. But when Alan Davis comes back to the book, which would be in the volume 2 of the Omnibus, it becomes great again. I love that era. And if you don't forget, the important thing about Omnis is to pre-order them as soon as they're available if you're interested. That's how Marvel knows exactly how many to print. Because I forgot, I wanted to mention this earlier, that I had a couple of retailers reach out to me that the Avengers, the Hickvengers Omnibus, the new printing of it just went out of print. And I don't know if that will get a restock or not. But in order for them to kind of gauge how many to print, that's how they do it with the pre-order numbers. So yeah, so if you haven't picked up, I'm not driving FOMO into people, but if you haven't picked up Hickvengers and you're curious about the reprint, maybe try to find or lock down a copy because it just went out of print. What was the other book? Daredevil by Frank Miller went out of print, Dana. That's what happened. Are you talking about the yellow cover? Yeah, so the direct market cover went out of print first, and then the standard edition cover. So both covers are out of print. I don't know if those will be coming back to print. So David is saying hello to everybody. Ahoy, ahoy. Hopefully DC will be back to the Omnibus game soon enough. Well, they have Green Lantern Corps, Phantom Stranger, knocking on wood. What was the other book that they had? They had 2 more reprints, I think. So we'll see. This upcoming June solicits will tell us more where they're going. Question: when is DC Fire Omnibus coming out? Firestorm. Oh my gosh, I don't know. We can't even get a Man of Steel Omnibus, but maybe one day. Always rooting for the underdogs. I had an All-Star Squadron, although after reading The Invaders, I would love an All-Star Squadron Omnibus. Are you looking forward to the Super Mario movie? Oh gosh, yeah. Yes, of course. That looks like the stuff that I've wanted to see since I was a kid. Happy birthday. Thank you, Mega Shremser. And my wife would give you there we go. You get an all X-Men. Whether it is today or next week. It is on on Tuesday, but celebration starts today. Also, Euro is pronounced differently in every major European language, so it's almost impossible to mispronounce. Euro. Oh, thank you for that. Didn't know that. Don't worry, Omar. You're not driving FOMO. My timestamp's on the other end. I just wanted to let people know in case they start asking me, hey, what happened to Hickvengers? I thought it just came back to print. And I always like to say that when books are reprinted or restocked, the print runs aren't as big as the original printing, so they don't stick around a while. Can we get an Agents of Atlas Omnibus? Hopefully one day. Someone emailed me about an anime omnibus. That was not me. I can guarantee you that. Mr. Gabriel, I just was curious what your thoughts were on the top 20 Omni reprint list that Omar sent you. Oh yeah, I did send it to him. I know. I don't know if he's had a chance to look at it yet. It's pronounced raw. That's right. It's pronounced raw shark. I don't want a Man of Steel omnibus as much as I want a 130 issue between Exile and Death and Return. David Gabriel, can you make that happen? He's got a lot of power. I don't know if he's got that much power. All right, let me get this super chat really quick. Little time, man. I want to get more into Spider-Man. Loved Ultimate Universe and everything Miles Morales. Any Parker runs I should look at besides McFarlane and Slott. I actually did a video on the best jumping on points. He said he's a little behind on my emails. He's a busy guy, so that's okay. So I actually did a video on the top 15 best jumping on points for Spider-Man. And I realized for somebody like me that grew up in the 80s where is everything okay?
Yeah.
She found her?
Yep.
Okay, good. Sorry, it was my kiddo getting picked up at a birthday party.
Birthday.
that any comic book is somebody's first comic book, right? But now that we have collected editions, things are different. So in that video, I suggest, like, if you're interested in this era, if you're interested in this particular era, if you like art. But for me, I really like JMS's Spider-Man. JMS's Spider-Man is a great starting point. It's modern enough, but it still has that classic feel to it. It introduces new mythos to Spider-Man. So that one just came back to print, and Volume 2 was voted in our most wanted reprint poll. So I hope that kind of leads you into the right direction.
Question: does David have a question for the chat?
Does David have a question for the chat? That's a good question, James. Let me get this one from Brendan. With Zdarsky breaking my heart and moving on from Daredevil, would you like this? Who would you like to see take over? I wouldn't mind Jason Aaron. Man, the dude, like the amount of stress and anxiety on the person that takes over Daredevil. Oh my gosh.
Did you get Mega Shrimpsters?
Yeah, I did.
So I am opening mail, and as Omar is answering questions.
And I say that because Daredevil's had a consecutive, amazing, stellar run. Like, it's unfair how one character has had so many good stories nonstop. You know, you went from Kevin Smith, David Mack, Brian Michael Bendis, Ed Brubaker, Andy Diggle, and then after that, Mark Waid's run, Charles Soule's run, and then Zdarsky. It's crazy.
For sure.
Crazy.
Here, I still need to open it so we can show the inside.
Okay, sweetie.
All right, you guys say this.
To me, my ex-mail. This is from, we got fan mail, so we're going to open that up. And the question to the chat from David is, where's everybody getting their trade sales updates from?
Oh, there you go.
It's time for Garth Ennis to write a Daredevil run. Oh my gosh.
That one. That's who I clicked.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get to answer it though. So who would I like to see take over that book? I don't know. I thought Kelly Thompson did a good job with her run on Hawkeye. Jeff Lemire would be nice.
Oh, can't show. All right. Okay. This.
Oh, he wants to know the where's everybody getting their updates for the sell dates on trades.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Does Marvel ever consider making certain Omnis evergreen, like Ultimate X-Men by Claremont, Amazing Spider-Man by
Uncanny
Lee?
X-Men? How dare you, Ultimate X-Men by Claremont? I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Well, if I thought about it, yes, I would correct myself. Daredevil by Miller, etc. Seems like these seminal runs are always selling out.
Now, David's in the chat, and he can completely correct me, but the way that I've always understood it is that it's near impossible to do evergreen runs on big books like that, because, first of all, you'd have to find a printer to constantly print them, and they couldn't work on other projects, right? And then you have to find the room to store these big books at the distribution level. And where would that be? It's not like we have a place that has unlimited amount of space. But I don't know. I mean, that's the way that I've always understood it, and maybe he can shed some light into that.
So the first package opening
I
up
remember this artist
is from Chump Magic with these awesome stickers. And this book is really pretty. Oh yeah, see that shine? It's like glittery as well. So just skimming the back here, it says it's a story about the day the devil saved the world with robots, demons, zombies, monsters, and mutants, and is not suitable for kids. I was trying to find a page that I could show that didn't have nudity and stuff. It says it's really violent, but it's got like a cartoony style to it.
Yeah, he's got this cartoony style that I like, but yeah, it kind of lures you into.
Oh yeah,
like, it's a safe book.
Yeah,
his stickers are awesome.
Yeah. So thank you so much for sending this. And it's called Savior, The Day the Devil Saved the World. And I'm all about the simplistic presentation. And I love black and white.
Kind of reminds me of Something's Killing the Children.
Yeah,
design. Yeah. I'll be doing a little, when I do my haul videos is when I go over these books that people send my way. So thank you so much for that.
Before I get to this super sticker, people's answers about when books are coming out, the dates. Is that it? Sales
Yes,
dates?
yes.
Just Omar. NMC and Facebook groups, comic releases.
Comic Release is a great
Omar.
website. That's my buddy Chris that runs that website. I always send people his way for updates. Usually, if I update something, if I ever get a list like from Marvel, I send his way so people can see a physical statement, like with the new release dates.
What about Jim McKay?
Are you seriously? Oh, Jim McKay would be good, but I like what's his name's answer. David, I get my updates from Omar's channel. Thank you so much for that, guys. Greg Rucka. I don't know
Somebody
why.
said Greg Rucka as well.
Yeah, Greg Rucka. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. I don't know if he's doing just creator-owned stuff right now, but oh my gosh, Greg Rucka on Daredevil. But Garth Ennis, that was a really good one too. Like writing a Catholic superhero. Oh my gosh, yes. Happy birthday, Omar. Thank you so much, Kevin Barry.
Yeah, thank you for the super
Thank you, my
chat.
brother.
That's how you should feel today.
I do. I feel good. I mean, I've been sick and feel so much better. So,
but Rucka's done writing.
big too. That's what I thought. I thought he was focusing on creator
All
on
right, I'm gonna
stuff.
open the next package.
Gail Simone Daredevil would be cool. I mean, I wouldn't. Wait, did that come here? Oh yes, that's from the post office. Yes. I wish we would get a Greg Rucka Wonder Woman omnibus. I'm with you, Edwin. I hope we get more later day Claremont X stuff. Did Extreme do well? Well, we got what? Extreme X-Men 1 and 2. So you did well enough to get a volume 2. So you're talking about like the X-Men when he comes back to the X-Men the second time? I think that what is that era called? I can't recall. Revolution was the first time he came back. Second time had Nightcrawler's tail. I love that cover by Alan Davis.
This is from Chris A. And it's a happy birthday
Chris
card.
So I think that will come, honestly. It's Claremont, it's X-Men. And there's enough fan following to get Extreme X-Men Volume 2.
Oh.
Some people are saying the PRH website as well, David, for release dates.
Release dates. That's what it's called.
Happy birthday, Omar. Thank you, Adam. Rick Remender on Daredevil. Oh, that would be a really good one, too. Let me get this super chat. Thank you. Hey, Aaron, I have to run, but I'm not going to miss my chance to publicly advocate for a Utopia-era X-Men Omnis while David Gabriel is here. Be well, everyone. Well, remember, we're also doing your most wanted Marvel Omnibus starting soon. So I'll be making a video on that and telling you all how to vote for that. Tiger Eyes poll. All right. Hardcover horror OHC tried. Hope you have a fantastic birthday, my friend. Oh, I like that. Thank you, brother. Oh,
Look
it's
at this.
This is the Roy Thomas Dracula book, right? 30 years later, comics legends Roy Thomas and Dick Giordano reunite to complete their unfinished adaptation of Bram Stoker's classic Dracula. Dude, this is cool. Comes with a ribbon. It is a hardcover.
Nice.
And he checked off the ribbon because he knows how I feel about ribbons. Dust jacket. Collecting Stoker's Dracula 1 through 4. Dude, thank you so much, Chris. And he sent some stuff for the giveaway, some X-Men and the Flash. Hey, we were just talking about Civil War, but we were talking about it in OHC. Let me catch up with the chat because Melanie's getting some stuff. Omar, what was the website your friend runs? Oh, comicreleases.com. It's a good place to go and catch up. And that's a great Dracula book. David agrees.
Here's stuff from Jeff.
Oh, yeah. It's our buddy Jeff.
We can't show everything. It's a big box.
It's a huge box, but
sampling.
he sends us stuff sometimes for giveaways. Sometimes we donate, but he sends us the most obscure, coolest things like this right here. The History of Batman collection. He's such an awesome guy. He used to listen to a podcast I had years ago and had been following our channel. And then when we moved over to YouTube, he's been following the channel. So he's huge into Doctor Who. Oh my gosh, are these Berserk socks?
Yeah, they are. And so you want the brand of sacrifice? Or you want to be? Where's the other one? You want to be in the band of the hawk?
No, I'll take the brand of who chooses the band or the hawk over to the brand of sacrifice. And what is this here? Oh, it's an ET shirt. So it's things like that Jeff sends our way. Sometimes we sneak them into, like when people do, when we do giveaways. So yeah, this Dracula book is awesome, dude. This was so nice, Chris. I don't have this one. And it's a hardcover, little dust jacket, and a ribbon, baby. And David saying that Dracula book came with a ribbon. That's right, it did. Who's this one from?
This is from Joel.
Joel, okay. Omar's gonna wear those socks and they give them. I ain't ever giving those socks away. Those are for me. That's a 6 out of 10 birthday present. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. What do you think of the new Black Panther look? He has a shield now. Yeah, and he's got that. It's not a cloak, but the.
Cape?
Oh my god. It's like a cape. I think he looks all. He kind of reminds me of like 90s Christopher Priest era run of Black Panther. Excited for that book. I've talked on my channel before. I really liked Eve Ewing's Ironheart, and I wish she had kept doing more. So it's nice to see her on another title. So we'll see what she can do with Black Panther. I'm excited for it. So this is from Joel, and these
Look
are
how pretty that is. Woo, shiny.
that he donated to the channel for upcoming giveaways and stuff. So thank you so much for this. We love giving back to the community. Sometimes these end up at a little library or a school. Probably not this though, because
Probably not that.
that's not suitable. But these are nice. I used to have these before I bought the Absolute, the Justice book. So that's DC's metal, and then there was Dark Knight's metal.
Just Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come.
So thank you so much for the donations for giveaways. 52 Omni.
Yeah, we're gonna change up our PO box. That's Watchmen and Doomsday Clock.
Yep.
Dude, that's so awesome. Thank you so much, man. And then there's something from Terry. It's in a little envelope kind of thing.
Okie dokie. Here. Person, give me.
It's okay. You know, I forgot to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's my birthday's on March 14th. It's just that today we're starting the celebration early. I've been sick for the last 2-3 days, and it was in that box with Jeff that Jeff sent.
Oh, this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is from Terry.
Okay, let me get rid
Terry's
of
been
the gift.
talking to me. I don't think he wants his last name revealed, but we've been talking about the Planet of the Apes omnibus. He was wondering is it a Corey Sedemeyer book? Yes, we actually talked to David about that. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not. So he's like, well, I've got something to send your way that I think you'll appreciate. So I said, sure. And it is the Planet of the Apes magazine. 75 cents. Wait, this isn't a magazine. What is this? Forbidden Zone Prime. It's like a script. No, it's comic. It's black and white.
On the back, there's an advertisement.
And there's a script.
Wow. Well, on the
here.
back, there's an advertisement on how to play the piano.
I don't need that.
So,
but thank you so much, man.
Is it reprint? Is it old?
No,
like
it's
genuinely.
No, it's not old. It feels like a reprint.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a fanzine.
Because the
Stanley presents Planet of the Apes, Volume 1, number 30.
The paper looks really good on it.
Yeah, Lost and Found Planet. This is really cool. Thank you, Terry. I don't know where people find some of these things sometimes.
Cesar's asking, what do you think of the Hellboy Monster Size book?
It's David's asking what this is. This is it's like a new printing or something of the Planet of the Apes. It's called Zone Prime. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's got articles in here from the movie. Because I never owned any of the black and white magazines.
Let me look at the front. What do you think of the Hellboy Monster Size book?
Dude, I'm excited for it. It's huge. I think it's the size of those colossal Conan books or the big darn Sin City, if you own those. So it's tall, but it does fit in a K-Lax. You can
So
probably see behind.
special thanks to Hunter Goatley's Planet of the Apes archive.
Oh,
And then
okay.
it has a list of what's collected in there.
Okay.
You can't read.
Omar's not wearing his glasses. Hey, easy. I don't need my glasses all the time. Just for some of that late night reading. Softcover Omar, can you ask David if Marvel acknowledges all of the fan complaints about the iMac printer's quality? Well, he's in the chat, so I'm sure he can read that.
I think that's what you meant.
Yeah. Is that what you meant? You wanted to ask him?
Let me give her the Harley Quinn. You get another kiss. Mwah! Oh, that moi is always
It's like, well, it's time to go.
Dude, she was like making it so that it would be read out loud.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
And DJ is asking, what's the Hellboy Monster Size book?
So Dark Horse has announced a big book collecting, I believe, the first half of the Hellboy. If you own the library editions, it's like the first half of those. So it is a huge book, monster size, so big, probably as tall as I would say as tall as the library edition. So this would be like the first 4 volumes, and then, or 3.5 volumes of the library editions. The problem with that is I don't know what the reading order would be on that. So I don't know how they're going to print them, because I love the library editions, but their softcover omnibus editions have a better reading order than the library editions do. So, oh, Phil was answering what it was?
No, he was requesting Planet of the Apes stuff.
Oh, okay.
So Transcendent Travis is almost finished reading Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck. Now I have a very quick question. Where can I get that shirt you're wearing? It was a gift.
Yeah, this was a big gift from one of our viewers, Patrick. So I don't know where he got it. I think it was Disney World. I want to say he took a trip to Disney World with his family, and this is where he picked it up.
Matthew's saying, I've been getting a lot of omnis from iMac with ink goobers in them that damage the pages. I just patched them with a bit of book mending tissue, but it's been happening more and more.
Ink goobers, like, is that where they use a lot of ink?
It must have, and then it must rip then if he's having to repair it.
Oh, here we go with the trivia
all right,
question.
Lionheart, thank you. Let me give you a fighting game. What major villain makes his first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 50 first series? I don't know. Can you give me a hint? What's it start with? What letter does it start with? Yeah, y'all's is. Give me a hint. What's it start with? Thank you, Lionheart. Do you like to just stump me? I'm a fake Spidey fan.
Yo,
False.
What's up, Dale? How are you? And apparently the shirt is available at Shop Disney. Not sure if it's still there or not. So thank you for that. Was that Johnny?
Yeah. Go just say Kingpin.
That's a good hint. That is a really good hint.
Is it Kingpin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks,
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You don't know. Now that you've read the Star Wars Rebellion Omni, is it as good as the New Republic Omni? Does Rebellion take place before New Republic?
So I kind of think that it kind of goes side by side with that in the squadron, the All-Star Squadron, the Rogue Squadron book. Some of it can be taking place there, and some of it takes place a little bit after, I think. Which is better, though? That's the question. I don't know. Because I think while it's still fresh on the mind, I'm like, well, I really like the stories here. I really like Empire the most, though, out of those.
I'm going to go ahead and say Kingpin because nobody else is saying anything in the chat.
Okay, so
my answer, Lionheart.
I will say, yeah, let's go ahead. I'll go with New Rebellion. I like this one. This was good.
So Matthew's saying little chunks of ink in between the pages are the goobers. It winds up creating holes usually in 6 to 10 pages. That's a lot.
Okay.
Let's see. Wrestle Fan Recordings is saying, what is your relationship with Marvel and why do they listen to you in your top 20 list? I'm a new member of your Discord. Hi.
Hi.
That's exactly how you said it. Hi.
We've been working with them. Or I guess I have been working with Marvel for the last few years. So they let me announce their Omnis. And then it started with me actually suggesting some reprints to them. Actually, that was our very first conversation. David had to leave, by the way. That was our very first conversation was why aren't some of these books getting reprinted while we've had 4 reprints of like new X-Men? And I understand that it's X-Men and it will sell, but there's so many books out there that people want. So I said, what about Daredevil by Brian Michael Bendis or Annihilation? Those 2 books would make so many people happy. And I guess they took a chance on some crazy guy that makes YouTube videos and they reprinted those books and let me announce them. And it's been a great relationship since then. So instead of me now making like suggestions, I let you all decide to vote on what happens next, like what books Marvel can reprint. I used to send them the top 10, and then that moved into top 20 when they were like, hey, do you have any more? And I'm like, I can share 5 more with you. Last year, I sent them the top 20. We got 15 of the top 20 reprinted. So that's kind of like the relationship that we have. And we get advanced looks at Omnis. But thank you for joining us, man, and for being part of the Discord. That's one of our Patreon tiers.
Yep, the $5 tier.
Yeah.
Rebellion Omni takes place during the original movie trilogy.
Yeah, but it happens before, right?
After episode 6.
Dang it. I'm just thinking of the Empire book. You're right.
How many comics are left for you to read? All the comics.
Thank you for that clarification, by the way. So yes.
There will always be comics to read.
The New Rebellion, the one that I just read, took place immediately. And I mean immediately right after episode 1. Because it kicks off with the Darth Vader story with his little ship swirling around and landing on a planet. The New Republic, he's right, it takes place after episode 6. I was thinking of the Empire book. Man, I've read a lot of Star Wars lately because I forgot I read the, what's it called too? The Old Republic Volume 5. Volume 5 or 6? 5. All the comics.
Yeah, I was saying you'll never be caught up.
No. Which is good, right?
How many comics are left for you to read? Like,
keeps me young. Let's keep going. Sure. The Hellboy Monster Edition will collect the Hellboy paperback omnibus volumes 1 through 4 and use that mapping. Ooh, thank you for that, Andrew.
DB is also saying Jason Aaron Thor got torn up by ink goobers.
The only thing, okay, so the only issue that I can relate to with those is the, what was it? It was the Rick Remender Captain America omnibus. It wasn't ink goobers. It was something else that I noticed that I never noticed in another omnibus. And it did come from the iMac. Well, it was pages sticking, but it wasn't that. It was something else. So I haven't had any ink goobers. I'm sorry, you guys had.
Matt, this is you walking to your local comic book store.
What should you pick up?
Thank you for the super chat.
Bird King. That's the last book I read that I'm like, oh, this is really good. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, there you go. Any info or news about the Omnibus Volumes 2 and 3 reprints?
No, but Volume 1 is getting a restock. So probably I would say sometime. Titan Savage reprint coming your way. I'm supposed to be making some kind of announcement on that, like getting the details, but we will see. I got glue damage on my Black Panther by Pre. Is it glue or is it ink? I think they were
talking about glue. He's just saying he got glue damage.
Savage She-Hulk omnibus. Was Savage She-Hulk, was that iMac or was that Donnelly? I can't recall anymore.
Is the Radiant Universe worth reading?
We really liked Radiant Black. Yeah, we think it's solid. It's very tropey in the Power Rangers kind of way, but I'm okay with that. Happy birthday, Omar. Thank you for all you do for this community. Melanie can now give you a hug and a kiss on our behalf. Oh, thank you, DJs. You gave her permission. I appreciate it. Gave her permission. Without that, I would have not gotten a hug or a kiss today.
Aw, whatever. I gave you a kiss this morning.
The Cap Remender had wavy pages. That's what it was. And I had
the feeling of particles on the pages. If you just brushed it off, it was fine.
That's what it was. And I had never felt that in an omnibus before. But I haven't had anything with, knock on wood, with ink glob. I've had sewn pages. I've had my all new Wolverine the ribbon came off. I had to fix that. Actually, I need to make a video on how to fix that for people that, because I did a video on the Bitter Root Omnibus, and the ribbon had come detached, and I was like, well, I gotta fix that. Hi both. When will the overview of Nova be out? Happy birthday, Omar. Thank you. And this month here in a couple of weeks, probably.
Josh, thank you for the nickname. And I quit playing. Yeah, I'm playing Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm, the final curtain call. Is that what it's called? I did.
Can you?
It was a good game.
Actually, I know Matthew. Matthew, can you send me a picture of an ink goober? Because I want to know exactly what it is. Because now the collector's saying he had to. Now I've had to not pull apart, but I think it's because of the different inks that they use. Like, is that what we're talking about? Like whenever you're stretching the spine, you have to take apart the paper. Is that what we're talking about? Or are you talking about globs of ink? Just email it to me, Matthew, if you don't mind, please.
Powers Comics, you're saying, guess my package
dude,
didn't make it
it's
in
okay,
time. Sorry
brother.
about it. No, like we'll go next week
Mm-hmm.
to the post office. Guess there's some backlog after the Royal Mail Internationals were down for a few weeks. Look out for some Marvel stickers on the mailer. Ooh, all right. Thank you. And Purple Rain 225, thank you for the super sticker.
As a horror comics, as a fan of horror comics and collected editions, what would you recommend for a beginner? The EC archives are the best books you're going to have in your library. As far as, it doesn't matter if it's horror or whatever. They're some of the best comics, best books you're ever going to read. They're phenomenal. Whatever you can get, and I know the hardcovers are impossible to find, unfortunately. Some of them are cheaper though than others, but they are re-releasing them in paperback format at a huge affordable price of like $20 each. I don't sleep on those. They are great books, and those archives are the closest thing we're going to get to those colors, unfortunately. Tomb of Dracula is solid. That is right. That was one of the, for 3 years now, I vote for that one. Volume 2 was number 21 in the reprint poll. Again, last time, 2 years ago, it lost to X-Men Onslaught. And if you know my story with X-Men Onslaught, it's the story that made me quit reading comics. So to lose out to X-Men Onslaught, I was like, you win this time again. Onslaught.
Bailey, thank you for the super chat.
What's
I'm
up,
gonna
brother?
give you the random pingu. I saw on Amazon that Savage Dragon Book 2 is coming out in June and New Spawn Deluxe in August. Is Amazon accurate?
Yes. Or at least that's what I saw from the distribution.
Thank you guys for the super chats. We got a couple more. Hey, Omar.
What about extra material for Black Panther Omnibus? The Christopher Priest stuff? Or the follow-up to the early years? Which would be the not so early years. What would they call that one? Onslaught over Omar. Thank you. I appreciate that, Blas. I appreciate that so much. Are we talking about the follow-up to the early years? Is that what you mean? Or are you talking about the Christopher Priest Omnibus Volume 2?
I will keep an eye out for MV Maps.
Keep an eye out.
For you to respond. And Jack Ferry, thank you. Are Nomad and the Winter Soldier the same person?
That's a spoiler. Maybe. I mean, they both... Okay, well, you talking about Jack Monroe? Or are you talking about Bucky Barnes? What are we talking about here? Maybe. Has Bucky ever used the code name Nomad? I guess no, not really. Read that first arc, man, by Ed Brubaker. You haven't read it?
Woohoo!
Oh, that's awesome.
Berserk,
oh,
13 on
and Dark Horse let me know that I can start doing advanced overviews again. They've been looking for a new handler.
Oh, good.
And she's like, let me send some stuff your way. And I was like, yes, good. Berserk 13, please. Because what they had to wait on was, whenever I do my overviews of Berserk books, Dark Horse books, is that they were usually had to wait on the book market date, which comes after the direct market date. So that's why some people are like, hey, I already had that book for like 2 months. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I had to wait for this date. Now, in June, when PRH takes over, it's going to be the same date across the board. So on Tuesdays.
Where can we see that distribution list at? What Bailey was talking about earlier, or
Oh, that's from McFarlane Productions. I get their mailers. I don't
so
I don't
sign up for
know.
mailers?
It's not public. I think it just goes to like yeah, I'm still part of that. I don't know why, because she hasn't replied back. Anyway, oh, the Priest Omnibus. What do you want to see on there? What kind of extras do you want to see?
Epic reprint poll? Question mark.
Yes, Wednesday. Let's keep an eye on the channel.
Thank you, Kyle. And
Dark Horse is really good. That's why I can't say anything. I need to talk to, like, they've told me some things that are coming that I'm excited about, but right now they're in the process of still doing their own announcements, which is awesome. Like, I'm not stealing their thunder. They can announce whatever they want to, but I also got to play it careful and not say anything. How would you rate? Oh, what a good question.
The Marvel Comics decades from your favorite to your least favorite.
Oh, what a freaking awesome question. Okay. I think everybody will be able to answer the same way, right? No matter what.
Oh, yeah.
No. Like, your childhood will always be your favorite decade.
Gotcha.
Your childhood will always be your favorite decade. So for me, decades of Marvel, of course, and we're talking about Silver Age Marvel, right? I'm not going to go back to Golden Age because that would probably be least. All right, 80s, the best era of Marvel, number one. That's the era I grew up in. And it's also the only choice, right? Right, guys? Right? It's the best choice. I mean, oh my gosh. Stern Spider-Man. Daredevil by Frank Miller. I mean, these were creator-owned like creators that were writing these characters and making it their thing. Like, it was like Claremont on X-Men. Yeah, I know he started in the 70s. But yeah, 80s for sure. Now comes the hard part. What's the next era that I enjoyed? This might be controversial, but maybe the early aughts would be my second. The early aughts were great, man. Maybe it was because I was coming back. It was my rebirth with comics. You had Grant Morrison on New X-Men, then Joss Whedon on Astonishing. All these new things, all these stories. Yeah, the aughts were there. After that, I gotta go with the bronze stuff, the 70s after that.
Well, this person's saying 80s, aughts, 60s, 70s, 90s, 10s, 20s.
Let me see. Okay, I would go 80s, aughts, 70s. The 10s got me a lot of good stuff, though. Then the 60s. And then now. Got to be early aughts and 2010s for me, but I'm a millennial, and that's okay. I think a lot of it, has to do with when you read the comics. Like, your childhood will always be the best of the comics, right? Happy birthday to the Uncanny Omar, the number one Omni chat. Thank you. That's so nice, man. Wow, what an amazing question, and a hard question to answer live, because I have to put a lot of thought into that. I'm like, wait, but we got this story, and what does that mean about this? And the 90s weren't terrible, because the 90s gave us some great. Did I even put the 90s in there? I put the 90s over 2010 and 60s. Yeah.
Should I pick up Alien or Predator Omnis fast? Will they sell out?
Well, Alien hasn't been reprinted for some reason. I don't know why. The Alien Volume 2. That's the one that's out of print. So I don't know if this because they have a licensing that they're not going to reprint them, or they might go the way of Conan. Well, it's different than Conan, though. But I don't know. Is Frank Miller writing anything new? Yes, him and Dan Didio are working together in their own publishing line, I think.
Oh,
actually,
thank you, Jack.
And Dan, I need to see if he wants to come on a show sometime to talk about it. You're so welcome, Dan Didio, because we talked through a little bit about it.
People are asking for the schedule for next week.
90s Forever. Yeah, I sent Taylor the schedule.
Ooh, and then afterwards you could do the decades for DC. Cricket.
Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to send.
Okay. I was reading the comments. I don't care if I be called a baby, but I'm a 2000s aughts child, and so 2010s were the comics that got me into it.
dude.
Why would
It's
you say your baby?
yeah,
That's
it's
just
what
when you
you
were born.
and it's what you love. That's the thing, right? Like there are people that are gonna be like, I like the 2020s, right? It's the stuff that they like, so it doesn't matter what we think as long as you like it. All right.
Odds means like 2000,
Oh, sorry.
2001,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
So
9.
it's like 2000,
Between 2000 and
2009.
Mhm. Like
So,
the 00s.
It's for the schedule of Sunday Store by Jason Aaron, the new printing. I go over all the covers, and there is a giveaway there. So if you want to just watch the video, I'll announce the winner next Saturday. Monday is the Star Wars Rebellion Omnibus Volume 1 overview and the Aliens Original Years Omnibus Volume 4 overview. Tuesdays, 45 years, 45 covers. Y'all have fun with that one. I did. And Old Reader, New Reader live at 8 p.m. Wednesday's the Marvel Epic Reprint Poll. That's where you can go and vote. And some 80s fantasy movie that Amanda and I are going to review. So it's my birthday month, so she's letting me pick movies that I love. And you all vote on the movie we watch and review on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday is the Dark Horse Trades. I had to move it then. By the way, subject to change because you never know. And then Friday's the upcoming DC Collected Editions for June 2023. And Saturday, we're back to the live stream. But in between there, I try to sneak some stuff. 80s, 70s, odds, 90s, 60s, 10s.
So what about doing that for DC?
Okay. Wait, the decades or
decades for I guess specifically DC.
Well, see, that's the thing with DC though. You have to understand. You don't have to. My DC started in the 80s with Crisis on Infinite Earths. I've tried to go back and read some of the other stuff, and while I do like Fourth World and Command E, I don't have a love for the Silver Age or Golden Age. I sold off my Golden Age Omnis. Any Golden Age book that DC would send my way, I would immediately put in a haul for video, or not haul, but a giveaways pile. Just because it's not my jam. So for me, again, 80s. Again, early aughts, because that's what Jeff Johns, oh my gosh. Then 90s, because DC, keep in mind, I'm going to cheat a little bit. They had Vertigo, Sandman, Transmetropolitan, Preacher. These are stories that I love.
I almost said Preacher. You said Preacher.
Careful now. Why I say careful? What did I do? I do something
with your opinions.
Oh, with my opinions. You cancel me on my birthday. Let's see. Then after that, probably the 10s and because I'm talking about Silver Age and Golden Age. Sorry, guys. And then the now. Yeah, there we go. That's where I stand.
Let's see.
70s to 2010 is my favorite era of comics, and it's not that I don't find enjoyment in reading comics anymore, but it's still fun. I love them. I love when a new book is dropped on my lap that I'm like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting this to be that good. And I can still find that in superhero comics. I can still find that in independent comics. I love it. If you could be drawn into any current comic series,
Spider-Man.
X-Men. I'm not even gonna finish the rest of this.
As a recurring cameo character, which series would you choose? I was gonna say Spider-Man's Secret Lover. But then that would change Peter Parker's character, and I love him because he has morals. So never mind. I'll be his wife. I'll be his wife.
I wanted to be added to that not throuple, but quadruple now.
What?
Me, Wolvie, Cyclops, and Jean Grey. You throw Rogue in there, you got yourself a stew, baby.
Quadruple, that's a quintuple.
You throw Rogue in there and Storm, you got yourself a stew, baby. What are we doing?
That's a good question.
We're gonna be playing cards. What are we gonna be doing? Anyway, let's keep going. I give kids credit for reading comics in the system. My kids do. And they actually like a lot of them.
Spider-Man and X-Men, 5 words into the sentence. Let's see. Dean saying that IMAC people were selling Uncanny X-Men Omni Volume 5 in a local buy-sell app in Turkey without Marvel's permission way before release date. I have pictures for proof. Could you tell David?
Okay. He knows.
Okay.
I don't know if that will happen again, but yeah, that's selling things before they are taxed. I'm just gonna say, don't. Don't. I worked at a distillery where things were being sold, and let me tell you something. Yeah, stealing is wrong. It's an understatement. But stealing before Uncle Sam gets a cut, you're going to be doing a lot of time. I don't care what country you're in. They'll find you. Like, that's just, I'm just giving you a heads up. And I'm not saying, if you're going to steal, make sure it's already been taxed.
You're giving Dean a heads up.
Like, I'm not telling you, if you're going to steal, go steal when it's already been taxed. But if it hasn't been taxed, boy, you're just, that's a world of hurting you're not ready for.
Would it ever be possible for Marvel to do G.I. Joe Omnis?
Oh, man, you missed David being in the chat. That would have been a great time. Because I would have thrown in, and Transformers. I mean, they would have to acquire the rights back is what that is.
Jetson brought up a good point. Neither one of us even thought about. Melanie doesn't want to be Spider-Man's lover because of what it does to Peter, not Omar.
Yeah, not me.
But
right?
I didn't care.
She's
what
like,
you
if
said about
we
X-Men. I don't care.
I'm in a six-tuple or whatever the heck it would be called. How long does it take you to read an omnibus, Omar? Modern Age, I can go quick on a Modern Age. I've done Modern Age in a day. Silver Age, week maybe. Dude,
Woo!
Arcade, what's up, brother?
Marvel versus Capcom
2.
Mm.
I love people's votes on this.
Mhm.
Maybe we ought to put up a poll. Like, what's your favorite era of comics? That would be a good
idea.
one. I'm curious what everybody, because I can see the age that YouTube and Google give me as far as analytics, but when you do a poll of what's your favorite era and you see the 2010s beating out the 80s and 90s, you're like, man, I got a lot more younger people in my crowd than I thought. What is first appearance of this Uncle Sam
you mentioned?
He's a character. He's
Great,
a character.
thanks, Omar.
What? Oh my gosh, what was it? It's from that Freedom Fighters world, right? Yeah, because he was a character before DC bought him, and he came over to DC. Now he's part of the DC universe. Don't worry, Omar. Spidey isn't allowed to have a real relationship in modern comics anymore. You and Melanie are saying, "Woo, dodge that bullet," I guess.
Thanks,
Thank you,
RK.
thank you so much for that. Is it still a mystery as to who owns the rights to Indiana Jones comics? Well, it should be Marvel, but I think it has something to do with LucasArts again.
Oh, James, thanks for asking. Bar, I can talk to you about the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Oh, it's so good. That's such a good book. That's
She
a
kill-
regular book, not a comic.
Did she kill each one of them?
No. No. 99 to 2009 best comics. To 2009 September. You have to be specific. Frank Miller's Daredevil took me 4 days. Awesome.
Oh, dude, it's so good too.
I got to get a stand or holder for Omnis. A lot harder to read than Takamon.
What I've seen people use are cookbook stands. Get one off of Amazon, and they even make portable ones, so you can put them on the bed and stuff.
Emma Frost.
Dude.
You didn't mention Emma.
Storm over Emma, dude.
Wait, you didn't mention Storm either.
Rogue over. I did. I said Rogue.
Oh, you
Storm.
did? I'm sorry.
I
stopped listening at Rogue. What if Multi 2 and Adam's Universe Omni still happening? You announced them, but they haven't gone up for pre-order.
Adams got pushed back to December, so that should be coming up for maybe in not next month's solicit, but the one after that. What if 2 didn't get solicited yet? I thought it did. Taking me a week for new X-Men. Oh, new X-Men. I remember reading that sucker, man. Out the Grant Morrison one. That one I read quick. But look, everybody reads at a different pace. Do not compare yourself to others. Don't do that. Don't think because, oh man, I feel stupid because they were able to read it. Doesn't matter. Read it at your own pace, and as long as you're enjoying it, that's what matters. Took me forever to get through. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Legion
And
of
there's
Superheroes 5 years.
5 years later is so dense. I
volume.
agree. I remember having to do that book and having to do an overview of it. I'm like, I don't think I can finish this in a week and a half, and I gotta get that video out.
I didn't know, Bard, that was the thing to say. I'm so sorry
No,
that
you
I
didn't.
didn't tell you.
But Omar, Disney bought LucasArts, right?
When they bought Lucasfilm, they got the subsidiaries.
Right, but it's still having to do like it's like a Paramount thing, I think.
Multiverse Volume
It's
1 was
weird.
resolicited. Nothing on Volume 2.
I will ask then.
Right, teacher loves your shirt.
Thank you so much, brother. I do too. I'm never taking it off.
Rick's fastest Omni ever read was Catwoman of Easton. I was hooked right away. Wait, you said you're never taking it off?
I'm never taking it off.
Well, okay. So what? The next forever amount of videos you're gonna have that on?
Yes. I'll turn into Jess
Promise
Bragg.
Prime Rib almost finished Kate's Anonymous in 2 days.
Yeah, that one's a pretty quick.
5 years later is actually a reference to when you finish reading it.
But it's good. I liked it. I liked how dense it was. I liked the mystery because if I was a Legion fan, I would feel like so devastated, so lost. Like, what happened to the characters I loved? Everybody's so dark now. You think you can have Marvel put Ultimate End and Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 5? Don't want to buy Battle World Omni just for that. I don't think I can make them or have them. I can always suggest things. I send an email to them. Scrooge McStinky. I've sent an email to them about the editions that a lot of people have asked me for. I need to get back with David on that, but they've been busy, like I said, reshuffling the schedule, so making sure books are actually coming out on time.
Yeah, you
Reid
read
Astonishing
X-Men a day.
Dude,
Cyclops to me, my X-Men moment.
that-
Gave me chills.
like top 10 favorite moments of X-Men ever. And I don't even like Cyclops. And I was
He's got
like,
such great lines. Such great lines.
dude, oh my gosh, to me, my X-Men. Oh, dude, every time. And
Because he does. He cares about
but
his
even
team.
more than that is, I've got 2 words for you, bub. Every time. It almost brings a tear to my eye.
So the extra material MV Maps is talking about
Oh,
Black Panther
the
Annual 1, 2018, 12 pages, and Marvel Comics 1000, 1 page to the Black Panther Omni by Priest Volume 2. By the way, happy birthday!
Thank you, brother. I can ask. Shoot, I need to write that down. Can you shoot me an email? nearmancon@gmail.com, please. We've got some images to show, but I can't I got some from Alex. So we'll do it next week.
With the Conan movie, move, sorry.
It's okay, baby. I got
Will the Savage Adventures Omni be canceled? I'm worried. Oh.
you. No, it's coming. I got a physical copy of it. Some people from
Okay.
Amazon got it last month, I think. So it's coming. It's just been delayed until April. I don't know if it'll get a reprint. And that's a question I do have for David. Happy birthday, Omar. Thanks for all you do for the collected editions. Dude, thank you for being here. Thank all of you. Seriously. It is my pleasure. It's my privilege
Sure.
to be here.
It's your honor.
Thank you all.
Privilege and an honor.
Have you smash that like button, though. That goes a long way, please.
Have you read the Do a Power Bomb by Daniel
No.
Johnson? I want to get it, but I'm wondering if they will do an OHC
Right.
deluxe edition sometime like they did with Murder Falcon.
I'm just about to say, screw it. I'm going to order the trade paperback because I know they'll do one. They'll do an oversized hardcover, but it might be a year. So I might be able. I don't know if I can wait. I love everything that guy has written.
Oh, Matt got Bird King on your Rick.
I liked it. It continues into another book. It was a fun, quirky story with fantasy elements in it.
Favorite psych moment was when he set up the X-Force and got in Professor X's face in the side.
I have a lot of favorite Cyclops moments, but my all-time favorite one is when he is looking up at the foot of a Celestial and he says, what a stupid way to die. As the Celestial foot crushes him. My favorite Cyclops moment. No, I take it back. I always say that because my buddy Dan, that's his favorite character. I'm like, that's my favorite Cyclops moment. But
that's a really good line.
But the best Cyclops moment is still Endgame. They say the eyes are a window to the soul, so I opened mine wide and gave Apocalypse a view. I will strangle you in your sleep because you're a 4th degree black belt, but you still need to sleep. Do not snooze through that. That was beautiful poetry. I don't even like Cyclops, and that line was so awesome. Yeah, well, that's a little bit of a spoiler blast, so don't highlight that one. But yes, I remember that.
Do you see Peter David's Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider run in Omni format? I never hear anything about that run. Also, do you see Uncanny Avengers Omni being expanded to UA by Remender and Doug Dugan?
I think that would be a second volume. And you know what I would throw in that volume? I would throw in The Scarlet Witch by James Robinson. I see Uncanny Avengers expanding to include Axis. That would be cool. Oh, hey, Curtis.
Yeah.
How are you,
wait,
brother?
what were you supposed to tell Curtis?
I'm sure somebody. Curtis, is somebody screen grab what David said and send it to you. I know that's how they work, and that's cool. I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for all your help, and thank you for being on videos with me. You're such a joy to have on, man. Seriously, you're a great guy. And
but what was it?
It was this Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about the epics coming. He's like, we'll do them. Yeah, see, I told you somebody already screen grabbed it.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I
it
heard.
showed
Oh,
you.
okay, there you go. There you go. Have you ever had your letter show up in a letter page? Just had my first one a couple weeks back. I finally made it. Congratulations.
Dude, what book was it? And I tried. I think I wrote to X-Men and Wolverine. I think for 2.5 years in a row and never made it, man. Oh, thank you, brother. It's on the 14th, but thanks again for posting the poll results. Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Thank you all for voting.
It's 101.
Oh,
So
that's
how
okay. I was a
many
little late.
questions?
Let's do 10 more questions. My birthday. Omar, have you asked David about including the Zdarsky? I did. In the Spider-Man Omnibus, the family business, I did, because I heard from over 30 people about that one, so I had to. I was like, well, I'm gonna ask. I would include Axis and the Duggan run, but didn't Duggan, the Uncanny Avengers by Duggan didn't last 20-something issues though? Wouldn't that be its own omnibus? That's why I said fatten it up with Scarlet Witch. Omar Centurion.
Have you seen a Superman Awakes animated short film? It's a it's a love letter to fans, I think is what this person meant.
No, wait, is it
letter from?
I've seen the Superman Through the Generations. The one that got me though was the young lady that's playing Supergirl. They recorded her reaction when she got the note that she was going to be playing Supergirl, and I thought that was the most wholesome, beautiful thing I've seen on the internet, because the internet is full of just so much negativity that you hardly see any inspiring videos, or maybe it's just my algorithm. I don't know, but man, that was such a wholesome video. And she started crying, and then the John Williams score starts playing in the background. I was like, I'm gonna cry.
Dream Eater 99 dropped in to say happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I read, he did too. We both read Wrong Earth. I love Wrong Earth.
It's been
such good thing from Ahoy Comics, and I've read the Edgar Allan Poe book. I mean, I bought that just because of the cover and the art inside. So who is it? Melissa or Sasha?
No. That young lady, Sasha Kaye.
Oh, okay.
Melissa Benoit. Oh, I'm sorry. You all know how bad I am at pronouncing names. She's the young lady that played Supergirl in the TV show. This is the young lady that's playing Supergirl in the Flash movie.
So, Jack, thank you for the super chat. In 60 seconds or less, can you name creators who want to interview on your channel, living and dead?
That I haven't yet, right? Okay. Christina Hendricks.
Oh,
Gabriel Union.
I was going to time it.
Darcy. None of these people have anything to do with comics except for Darcy. All reality, okay, Jim Lee, Jeff Johns. And please, I'm sorry if some of these people have been canceled. I don't keep up with that stuff, so forgive me. But if they have, let me know. Greg Rucka, Ed Brubaker, Jeff Lemire, James Tynion, Peach Momoko, Kelly Thompson, Gail Simone, and who else here? Come on. Think. You got 60 seconds, Omar.
Jack was asking earlier.
Roy Thomas. Oh, Roy Thomas.
Interviewed Walter
Simonson. Of course,
Simonson.
Stan Lee, Walter Simonson, Luis and Walter, both of them, Wheezy and Walt. If I could, this is a two-part question, because I would love to interview people that are no longer with us. I would love to interview Neil Adams and George Paydez, like Carlos Pacheco. I never had a chance to meet Carlos Pacheco. Carl Barks. Yeah, that's a good question, man.
Christina Hendricks.
Christina Hendricks. Why did I waste my time with that? I love that woman, though. Not as much as I love you.
That's okay. Let's see. Thank you for the super chat. What do you think the chances are of us getting a Modern Champions Omni?
The Humberto Ramos and Mark Waid stuff? I think there's a good chance. I mean, it depends on whenever the MCU starts pumping out these young Avengers TV shows and movies. That's Rumiko Takahashi. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Kentaro Miura. Rachel Pollack would be great. I'd love to interview her.
I was thinking of somebody else.
She was way ahead of her time. my buddy Patrick bought this. I don't know where he got it, but somebody earlier in the chat, and I'm sorry, I don't know the time. They said where it is. And of course, I'm going to try to interview Don Rosa. That would be great. As angry as he, I would not wear this.
If you go to the Disney store online, that maybe it's still there. I believe that's what the person's saying. Bar. I'm reading a collection of short stories. 2022 collection of short stories. Thank you for asking.
Oh,
what's the most starstruck you've ever been?
Terry's explaining what this book is. I'll have to thank him. He's a cool guy. What's the most starstruck you have ever been? I think Melanie can probably look. Where I had a podcast, I had interviewed so many people, and I don't really get starstruck. I play it pretty cool, I think. But for some freaking reason, I guess 2 people.
Yeah, I was going to say, which one is more intense?
Chris Claremont
or Peter Cullen? You did the
okay, 3
of,
people.
Optimus Prime.
3 people. Elvira, Peter Cullen.
Oh yeah, you're like, I love you, Elvira.
Oh my gosh, I thought the whole.
She said, I love you too.
Oh my god, the whole interview. I'm like, don't say anything stupid. Don't look. Keep looking up. Don't say anything stupid.
Keep looking up.
But Peter Cullen. Yeah, that was. And Chris Claremont, the first time I met him, like I was shaking. It was the most awkward handshake. I was doing this. It's like, I love your work. I don't know what I said. My brother was watching me, and then I did this. I'm like, and he was like, "Dude, you did not let go of that man's hand for like at least 5 minutes."
Curtis interviewed Rosa.
Did you? When was that, brother?
Do you have the interview on your website?
The Peter Cullen one. I think we pulled the audio for that the first time. The second time, I don't think we pulled the audio for that. That is on near mint condition.
Oh, pulled it to.
It's on YouTube.
To put it on. Yeah.
It's not a video. It was just a podcast. He was a
Um,
cool guy.
So let's see. It's 107.
The Elvira and Chris Claremont are both on the channel, though. If you look at like creator interviews, those are both on the channel.
The creator interviews playlist.
Don Rosa, like when he approached me, emailed me, and right before the pandemic, of course, he wrote the most cutest thing, the cutest old man thing to say.
Creepiest.
He said,
"Stalkerish."
Omar, I'm looking for Omar. He's got my attention. I was really confused by that. But in the body of the email, he wrote, and you can bring your little, what he called them, podcast doohickeys to my house because I live in Kentucky where you do. And if you've met Don Rosa, that's the way he talks. Go ahead, baby.
It was for a convention here in Vancouver. I did record it. I'll have to post
Oh, dude, you got to post it.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, so.
Do you watch the WWE?
And you did as a kid.
Oh, my gosh, yes. This is Kentucky, man. We loved wrestling. That's what we called it. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, baby. I've worked in TV and film, and only comic creators have got me starstruck. I remember, and I've seen a lot of, even not going to conventions, but I've seen a lot of movie stars and TV stars. But for some reason, yeah, Claremont, dude, I don't know what it is, because to me, he represents everything that I love about the hobby. I just couldn't let go of his hand. But guys, was that 10 questions? Maybe, right?
Probably.
Okay. Thank you, Melanie and Omar, for the great live stream. Happy birthday in advance. Omar, have a great birthday week, brother. Thank you so much. And I get the Chris Claremont thing. Thank you. I'm not alone. But that is it, everybody. I just want to take this time to thank you all for being here. Hit that like button on the way out. Yes, so Rosa, when he invited me, he's like, now I want to talk about the atomic age of comics. They're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to call it the silver and golden age. There's an atomic. Oh, man, he was going on a whole spiel, and I'm like, dude, whatever you want to talk about, I'm there. But that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Hit that like button on the way out. Stay healthy and safe. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com for books up to 50% off. They're having a huge sale right now on Conan books and some Marvel books. And stay healthy and safe. I will be celebrating my birthday today. So thank you all. Thank you, baby, for starting.
Stay minty.
And thank you, David, for joining us for a while.